Hello, cuties! It is time to get cozy with some books because it has been snowing today. Is it Colorado's first snowfall? No, it's our second one. Second snowfall, but one that might stick for a day or two and hopefully put out the fires because we're on fire. It's great. Anyway, we're going to talk about the books that I have purchased in October and 2 crate openings. 2, guys. I've gone a little far. I didn't mean to buy so many books, and a lot of these were actually free or super discounted because Second and Charles, I did take my unhaul and exchanged a bunch of books, and I did go to a few of my little used bookstores that I hadn't been to in a while, like the Bookworm in Boulder and a couple other stores when I was in Estes, which is about to be on fire. No. This is extremely hot cider right now. I'm having apple cider because it's time to be cozy and talk about books. I'm just going to set it down though because it is very hot and I think I've just lost half of the taste buds on my tongue. So here we go. We have quite a few books to go through, so we're just gonna kick it off, start talking about some of the books. Some of them I don't know too much about, some of them I know a bit about. The one that's sitting right on the top of this pile is called Tell Me 3 Things by Julie Buxbaum, and it looks like it is a contemporary story. And, well, I know it is a contemporary story. And I thought this was actually one on my TBR, but apparently it wasn't. And I've mistaken it for something else. But I'm still going to try to read it at some point, because it looks like a very fast, cute read about, you know, an online relationship. I already feel like I know the twist for this, but I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. But it looks kind of cute. And we'll see. The next ones have been on my list, like this one, Daughter of the Burning City by Amanda Foody, has been on my list for so long. I was so excited when I found this in Second and Charles, and I just yoinked it. It's not in the best condition. It's got a little bit of wonky here, and the spine, I think, is a little bit broken, but that's okay, because now I have a copy, and I can finally read it. And I've forgotten what it's about. I just know that it's been on my TBR forever. Wicked, wicked to the core, the city will burn forevermore. So saith the book. New release that I'm super excited about and I was really happy to grab was Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGinnis. I read Mindy McGinnis's Female of Species earlier this year or last year. Last year. I read it last year. Really, really enjoyed it. She writes some very dramatic stuff. This one deals with a bit of survivalism in the woods, and it's fairly short. I was kind of surprised. It's under 300, I think. How many pages are you? Yeah, it's only 231 pages, so I think this will be a really good one to kind of get through pretty fast if I needed to, and it's definitely been on one of my anticipated reads for the year, so glad to finally get my hands on that guy. We have a sequel. Finally have Demon Glass, which is the sequel to Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins. I really enjoyed Hex Hall. It was just so fun, and I am happy to finally get my hands on the second book of it. I mostly remember what was going on. It is very, you know, YA paranormal romance heyday kind of stuff. This deals with a witch and some fun shenanigans ensuing, kind of a witch hunter dynamic happening as well. So I enjoy it, all right? I just like it. Plus I really like Rachel Hawkins' writing, so. This is her early stuff before Royals, or I guess Prince Charming is the new rebranded title of it, and Her Royal Highness, which also super enjoyed. Those are her newer books. These are her older books, and I'm just kind of enjoying myself with these. Speaking of YA heyday stuff, we have Shatter by Tahereh Mafi, and I've never read anything about this, I think. It deals with somebody who has the power of murder, I think, something. I heard someone comparing it to Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. I think that's what I've heard this compared to. Yeah, my touch is lethal, my touch is power. So I know this is a really big series, so I've only got the first one. I just want to try it out and see how we feel about it, if it's something I want to keep reading or not, whenever I get to it, but now at least have a copy that I can read at my leisure. Speaking of leisure, I don't know how I did this, but the next 2 books on top of my pile both have the word burn in it. And the first one is just Burn by Patrick Ness. I was really surprised to find this for like $5 a second in Charles, because this is a new release. I think this was released like this year, wasn't it? Yeah, this just came out. And it was already only $5 at Second and Charles. So I'm like, does that mean it's a flop? I don't know. But it deals with dragons. So, excited. So the other Burn book, is actually a signed copy. And that is Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. I'm so happy about this. Oh my god. This is another one I got from St. and Charles. This is a signed copy. So this is the author of Wilder Girls, which I haven't read yet. But this one, I feel like this book intrigued me a little bit more than the premise for Wilder Girls did. And I don't remember why exactly, but I was just really, again, another great find at my used bookstores. These are new books, people. Brand new. Go to your used bookstores, guys. Oh, that one scorched my throat. Ooh, yike. We have another kind of a bookish women's literature kind of a chick lit read, I suppose, and that is The Book Charmer by Karen Hawkins. And I don't remember much about this, but it deals with the book culture and girls liking books and stuff. And I think it's a little bit contemporary, a little bit magic, so it looks like it'll be fun. I like the sparkles. I didn't realize the sparkles were going to be embedded into the cover. I'm sorry, I did that whole thing back when it was so, you know, my generation's ooh shiny kind of culture. That's really where I went here. But something about going into books, maybe? So we'll see how we feel about this one. Normally, if there's books on the cover, I'm probably going to pick it up at least. So speaking of Mara Dyer way back when, I actually have the second book of Noah Shaw's trilogy, which is The Reckoning of Noah Shaw. I haven't actually started his series yet, but now I have the second book to it, because I did really enjoy the Unbecoming of Mara Dyer trilogy earlier this year, and I want to continue with the series, so we're continuing that. And this is by Michelle Hodkin, by the way, and this is one where it's kind of like she's creating, or that Mara Dyer has this kind of ability to make death happen for people, whereas Noah Shaw is kind of her opposite, but they're in love, and there's other things happening, and it was just really well done. It sounds kind of bland when you say it like that, but it was well written, I think. Very engaging story. Next up, I'm super happy that I have the completed trilogy now for a book I did read just last month in September, even though I think, is this coming out in November? This video is in November, isn't it? I'm filming this in October, just at the end. So the book that I read in September was Zeros by Scott Westerfeld. So I now have Swarm, which is the second book, and Nexus, which is the third book. I really, really enjoyed this. Well, this is the first book at least. I haven't enjoyed the whole series yet, so I haven't fully read them, but now I have them all. I just am very mad about the cover change, because why did you had one more to go and you changed it and now they don't match, and I'm very upset by this, okay? Why do you do that to me? And I still have one of my price tags on it from Second and Charles. Oh, Second and Charles, you make good tags that come off very easily from books. Thank you. This is a superheroes story. It's very unconventional superheroes, and it's such an underrated book, guys. If you like superheroes and stuff, I think you'll highly like reading the Zeros trilogy. I really enjoyed it, so yeah. I just am mad about the cover change. So I don't have this full series yet, but I figured, I found it for like $1. So we have Abhorsen by Garth Nix, which is the third book in the Sabriel series, which is one I want to read because I do like Garth Nix's writing. Granted, I've only read his short stories so far, but from that at least, I like his style. So, and I've heard amazing things about Sabriel. So I have the third book, which I know I said I wasn't going to do anymore, like buying books before I have the first one. But again, it was like $1. So why not? So we have 2 by Melanie Dickerson, and that is The Healer's Apprentice and The Fairest Beauty. And Melanie Dickerson has an entire series of books. I don't think you have to read them in order though, but there are a bunch of fairy tale retellings, and you know me, I like my fairy tale retellings. I forget Healer's Apprentice. Which one are you? I forget which story this one is. Obviously Fairest Beauty is Snow White, and I own a couple of the other ones. I think I own Captive Maiden, and I own one more, but I can't remember it. But there we go. I have these now, so we're slowly building them, and we'll see how we like this. All right, another one I have is Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl, and I think this is also a survival. This is kind of a survival story. I'm very confused. It's very spooky, so I think it's a good kind of, you know, October, November-y read, so maybe we'll be able to get to it, but granted, all the other books on my shelves are screaming at me, and I'm not really putting any new books on my TBR, aside from the ones that I really need to get through because I said I would read them this year. So we'll see if this one allows itself to be there. Another sequel that I have finally gotten, and this was one that I definitely got at the Bookworm right before BBB and I went on our little treehouse adventure. We found a couple books there, and I was super stoked to get it there. But I got Diamond and Dawn. Actually, I think Neverworld Wake was one too. Were you one I got there too? Hold on. You have pencil in your page. Yeah. Neverworld Wake was also one that I got from the Bookworm, but this is a Diamond and Dawn, which is the sequel to Amber and Dusk by Lyra Celine. And I got Amber and Dusk in an Owlcrate. Like, it was one of the first Owlcrates that I'd ever gotten. I still haven't read it yet. But now I have the sequel. So there you go. And they're very pretty covers, and they match. So there you go. Speaking of sequels, we also have Cloak of Night by Evelyn Skye, which is the sequel to Circle of Shadows. Another book I have not read yet, but I do really want to read. I think they look really cool. I hear some amazing things about them. It's a high fantasy, and that's all I really remember about it, but I got Cloak of Night. It was the last copy. Another one I got from Second and Charles was The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, so now I entirely have the Cruel Prince trilogy, which I haven't read yet, and I know there's mixed reviews. You either really love Cruel Prince or you really hate it. I'm interested to see where I will fall. Granted, I've read some other Holly Black books, and I've been 50-50 on those. I really, really liked Darkest Part of the Forest. I did not like Curse Workers. I could go either way with Cruel Prince. We'll see. And then I got The Other Bennet Sister by Janice Hadlow, which I believe deals with Mary Bennet. Let me make sure. Yes, it's Mary Bennet, and one of the most overlooked siblings in the Bennet household aside from Kitty Bennet. I saw a play starring Mary Bennet's story, and I really, really liked it. So Mary Bennet is slowly turning into one of my favorites of the Bennet sisters, and I just really want to read this. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's over a 500-page book, but yay! The last book I got from Second and Charles was Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I finally have a copy. I've been kind of holding out on this one, waiting for a hardcover copy, but I feel like that is just never going to happen. And I got this for like $5. So now I have a copy of Uprooted because I really enjoyed Spinning Silver, and this was the book that came before it, and I really want to read this. So now I can, especially because it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So you know me. So I'm just sucking it up and getting the paperback, and if the opportunity arises to get a hardcover, I'll get it, but for now we'll deal with not matching. At least like they do match in cover, just not in size. The last book that I got from the Bookworm, I freaked out when I saw it at the Bookworm because I got it for $12 and it was in their more prominent area of the store, and we were just kind of perusing and looking at some of the more staples. You'll see a lot of Cassandra Clare up there, a lot of Harry Potter and stuff, and then on the shelf I found this book, and I went, oh, and I grabbed it, and I scared the lady next to me, and she's like, well, now I gotta know what it was. But it's The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. This is the newest one that came out, and it's a signed edition of it. Now, I own City of Brass. I do not own Kingdom of Copper. I cannot find the middle book, can't find the second book in hardcover, because now they have to match. And I will not yield on that. I will buy it full price if I have to get them to be a nice complete set. But this was a brand new release, and it's signed for only $12? Okay, yes, I will, thank you very much. I'm very excited, and it's actually, I already have City of Brass sitting in my queue. It's been in my queue for like 24 weeks on Libby because it's a really popular series, and I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna put it on hold and see when it comes up. Probably won't even happen till next year, but you never know. Last book that I got while in Estes was Cemetery Boys, hey, by Aiden Thomas. And this is another one that's already in my queue for on Libby app, but I know I'm gonna like this. There's Gay Ghost Hunters, guys. I'm gonna like this. I already know I'm going to like this. So, what more do you need? This book is super hyped all across BookTube, so I don't feel like I need to tell you guys too much about it other than Gay Ghost Hunters. There you go. So I had a pre-order finally come in, and this is actually a graphic novel, and that is Little Witches, Magic in Concord. So it is a spin on Little Women, and they are witches, and it's a little graphic novel, and I thought it would be really cute, because I don't own many, and I do, like, contrary to what my, review was of reading Little Women, I do still enjoy the concept of Little Women. I disagree with some of the things and some of the points that happen in it, but I do still have a love for Little Women. So that will never change, but now we get the little magic witchy version of Little Women. So there you go. Yay! I ordered that on Book Depository, like, earlier this year, and it's finally here. I think that's all my pre-orders finally from Book Depository. I think I'm still waiting on pre-orders that I got from Book Bar, but that's because their publication dates moved back. For better and cursed, I'm looking at you. Did I open it? So I had a LitJoy crate. Did I put it in a video somehow? I don't remember how I showed you guys my LitJoy crate that I got, but I know I posted a video of it because I was just too excited. But it had the Left-Handed Booksellers of London in it by Garth Nix. So now I have more Garth Nix, but I think I already kind of went over this one in that video. I literally have no memory of it. But the next really exciting one is I purchased an Owlcrate pre-order box, and it finally came, and inside that box was A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik as well. Like, it got uprooted here. This is such a gorgeous copy. There's no, like, dust jacket. It's just imprinted into the cover, and it's got gold. I don't know if you guys can see. It's gold foil edges here. It's signed in gold. The one thing that I think they really lost out on is that it's got this kind of yellow spine that it's a little bit darker than the gold, and I don't think it looks good. But this part looks great. I don't like this part. That's my one pet peeve, but it has a ribbon bookmark is attached to it, and I'm super stoked for A Deadly Education. I have one more pre-order Owlcrate box that I'm waiting for. It's still not here yet, because even though the book is out, but there's been delays because I put some special items in it. This box didn't have any special items aside from a pin, and that's already tacked up on the pin flag, so we're not dealing with that. So now we have boxes! We have the Owlcrate box and the LitJoy crate. So since the LitJoy crates are slightly newer, we will do the Owlcrate box first. I need scissors. One moment. Oh, it's finally at a temperature that's sippable. Do I remember what I thought this was? Legendborn? I think this one's Legendborn. Legends and lore is the theme. This is gonna be weird to try to show you guys. Hi. All right, this so you can see the pin. It's a really big pin this time. Here is the pin. When the shadows rise, so will the light. I'd have no room for this pin on the pin flag. Owlcrate, we need new pin flags. So this one has all the fun papery stuff in it. I guess that's gonna go right there. What the heck? Oh, It's a bowl cozy. What? Do you put your bowls in here? Okay. That's actually really convenient for me considering I make scalding hot curry all the time. A bowl cozy. Little sun and moon bowl cozy. Oh, a plant-based sauce bar. Solstasia Festival. Just a natural fragrance. It's pretty nice. I like that. Not that I use bar soap ever. What do we got? We have a nail file. Oh, it's a glass nail file. Fire in, Fear Out. It's from Girls with Paper and Fire, which I have not read yet. A wind chime. Aw. Wind chime. Very cute. Apparently these are woven in moonlight wind chimes. Where can I stick you so that you don't fall and get yourself tangled? Draping it on the tripod. Show me a dream unrealized. And apparently this is an iPhone stand. I see. iPhone stand. It's an iPhone stand. It is from the Star Touch Queen, another book I have yet to read. Oh! So we also have a complimentary audiobook copy of Ray Bearer by Jordan Ifueko, which is on my TBR. So I just go to libro.fm. All right, Ray Bearer. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get that free audiobook. We have an exclusive sneak peek of We Free the Stars, which is the sequel to We Hunt the Flame. But I have not read We Hunt the Flame yet, so I am not going to read the sneak peek just yet. We're at the book, and I was right. It is, in fact, Legendborn. Let me get it out of its sealing plastic. We have our author letter here. Legendborn. So this is, I know Legendborn is a King Arthur retelling. It is gender bent, obviously, and it is a POC story. So this is by Tracy Dion. I don't think I mentioned that before. And it's also blurred by Danielle Clayton. So I've already got some high hopes for this because I do adore Danielle Clayton. Here's the other thing. I'm not usually a huge fan of King Arthur stories. So, because I'm not a huge fan of the lore itself, but we will give this a shot and see how we feel about it. And next month, we have the theme of November is Growing Wild. Growing Wild, and this is the box we're gonna get our next reading planner in. Thank goodness. I was worried about that because I'm almost through my reading planner, which I got in an Owlcrate, and I really liked it.
Hi cuties, Editing Q here. Hi. I just realized I didn't actually place my guess as to what the next Owlcrate book was going to be based on the theme Growing Wild, and based on the hints and stuff, I think it's going to be Among the Beast and Briar. Among the Beast and Briars. I think it's plural. By Ashley Poston, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's one I've been very excited about, but I think that's what it's gonna be based on the little cardy hints and stuff. I was just so excited about getting another reading planner that I totally forgot to do that. So back to the video.
That is the Owlcrate. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. I feel like that was more stuff than normal. Was it? I don't know. I really like this glass nail file, actually, because I'm always breaking my nails at work. So having this will be super nice. LitJoy time. I am new to LitJoy. We're gonna see how we feel about it. Not like totally committed to LitJoy as I am to Owlcrate. I do enjoy Owlcrate, but I wanted to experiment. See what some other books are, what other book boxes are bringing to the table. Our theme this month is Ancient Alchemy. I have no clue what the book is because I haven't actually thought too much about it. All right, so we have this little pouch. I have a Philosopher's Stone, and I think this is soap. I get 2 soap. Yeah, some more soap, but it is Harry Potter, so I'm not really into it because we've given it up. But I mean, it is cool. You know, it's full stone soap. It's very shiny. I don't really get a smell out of it just yet. I get soap. That's the smell I get. It does look really cool. If I just think of it as its own, you know, it's just a stone. And I don't have to associate with Harry Potter, then we're fine. Considering I just opened it. I don't really smell anything. I think this is an unscented one though. Next up, a mystery box. What do we have? Something with a cork in it. It's a bottle. Is that all it is? I have this little bottle guy. You can kind of see. There it is. With a little imprint. What is this from? I totally just got spoiled on what the book is. I have no idea. It doesn't actually list what this is. I am at a loss for this tiny little glass jar. There's nothing in there about it. Was that sent by accident? I don't know. So this is His Dark Materials Elithiometer dish, which I actually haven't read. His Dark Materials, don't sue me. But this is what it looks like. Woo, trinket dish. Not that I have too many trinkets, but we'll put the glass jar on it. Then we have a scarf. Woo. Oh, it's an infinity scarf. Infinity scarf. And this is A Discovery of Witches. I'm gonna wear it. There we go. Cute. Haven't read A Discovery of Witches either. But there we are. Some more at the bottom here before we get to the book. We have a bookmark. Oh, okay. So this is relative to the book inside. We have this character that's like a Jekyll Hyde wood bookmark. That's very nice. We also have a photo strip bookmark. Oh, there's 2 of them. We have Vampire Diaries, which I'm not a huge fan of Vampire Diaries. So. And there's a Lunicorn happy birthday balloon. Because it's their birthday month. So I guess they're not doing pins anymore. Which is honestly a relief. Because I'm not a pin person. I don't really want pins. Because I have nowhere to put them. So I kind of appreciate that. So the book, because I got horribly spoiled, is A Golden Fury by Samantha Coho. And I forget entirely what it is about. I added this to my want to read not long ago, and it does deal with the Philosopher's Stone. So I'm going to say that this Philosopher's Stone goes with this book. There we go. Is it science or magic, power or possession? So now we have this book as well. It's very shiny. What about under the covers? Oh, it has some imprinting. It says Cave Maledictionem Alchemiste. That is what our book engraving said, if you can kind of see it. So that's cool. Oh! Whoa! The inside of the jacket. Look at that shit. That's cool as hell. Oh, it's reversible. Cool. Reversible dust jacket. I've never seen that, so I could have this be the outside instead. Oh, that's really cool. Wait. I didn't see what Legendborn had under their cover. Legendborn also has a reversible one, guys. Guys. This is your, it says, this is your beginning. Cool. And then they have their Legendborn symbol here as well. That is cool. Is this a thing now? This is a thing, isn't it? Reversible book covers. Dust jackets. Ooh, all right. Good additions. And there you have it, guys. That's my October haul. A lot more than I thought it was going to be, but a lot that was surprisingly free or traded in. What books did you guys purchase in October? Put them down below. Any of these tickle your fancy? Let me know. And we'll see you next time talking about the books that I actually read in October. Cool. Put all your questions down below in the comments or on Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter, and I'll see you next time, cuties. Bye. You know what sucks about my head shape? It does not hold like headbands and stuff on it at all. Please ignore how my head looks because I didn't wash my hair and I was just trying to look cute and it backfired.